Welcome to Mind the Major, where I say use your mind, don't lose your mind, don't get left behind, become a mind. We family over here. Today I happen to be joined by a special guest. Yeah, y'all see the guy or whatever. But I've been actually trying to catch up with this guy for a minute, not even knowing who he actually was, which is crazy, right? Yeah, I was trying to catch up with him. But I just happened to be seeing all of these hoodies, right? I'm the type of person I actually wear a lot of hoodies. So I happen to be seeing these hoodies popping up with the saying hydrated on them, right? Like hydrated. I'm like, wonder what that stands for. I know what the word hydrated means, but I wanted to know what it stood for basically as far as the hoodie, the hooded sweatshirt went. And then under the hydrated, the word hydrated, you had water weight, which I found interesting, you know. But I asked a few people that I happen to see wearing the hoodies. I was like, the meaning behind it? They couldn't really tell me the full meaning behind it, but they tapped me into the person who could actually tell me. You know, we happen to have him here today. He's actually the face of the brand, you know. And the crazy thing about it is my staff seems to think that we actually favor, that we happen to look alike. I don't see it myself, but this has been the ongoing joke today, you know, since we've been trying to put this whole thing together. They keep saying, "You sure that ain't your brother? You sure that ain't your twin brother?" And I keep telling them I don't have a twin brother. But anyway, without any further ado, we got C Major here. Brother, why don't you tell us about the concept of the hydrated hoodie, man? Let us know how it came about, what the whole hydrated thing means, and all that. Floor is yours, bro. Well, excuse me. First of all, I want to thank you for having me on, brother. I really appreciate that. Uh, but basically, yes, I am the face of the brand, you know. But basically, like I was saying, basically, hydrated actually has as it pertains to the hoodie, it actually has a lot of meanings, different meanings. I mean, first and foremost, anybody know what hydrated is. You know, if you ain't hydrated, you're dehydrated. If you're dehydrated, you're basically on your way out. You know what I mean? So the company itself is WT Water. And they're not just a apparel company or nothing like that. There's going to be a lot of things that come out under WT Water. This just happens to be the first thing that happens to come out via the company. And basically, the true meaning of it, as it pertains to the company or whatever, we went with hydrated because if you're hydrated, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You know what I mean? Nothing's out of reach. You know what I mean? You can do anything. Anything's possible as long as you're hydrated. It's only when you're dehydrated that you're not capable of reaching any goal or whatever. You're on your way out, like I say. But basically this is the first project under the umbrella. There's going to be a lot of things to come, but you know, I use hydrated as a metaphor as well. It's like, in our culture, people to this day say if a guy's out there and he's pressing a female, females being, I'm quite sure you've heard it. A female say, "Oh, that dude is thirsty. He always on my, you know what I mean? He always on my, he thirsty. You know what I mean? This is the perfect way to say, nah, I ain't thirsty. I ain't thirsty at all. I'm hydrated. You know what I mean? Basically, you could say, I'm not one of them with your chest. You know what I mean? Just by putting this hoodie on, you can say, no, I ain't one of them. I ain't no thirsty person. You know what I mean? Can't be out here thirsty. Stay hydrated, my friend. Let's get ready to get warm outside. Make that statement with your chest. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as it pertains to these hoodies, get a look at this. Trying to make sure your camera get a, I don't know, you know what I mean? If your camera can get it in the shot, hopefully it can. If it ain't got that WT water, if it ain't water on the neck and wrist, it ain't this. You know what I'm saying? That part. Yeah, and the whole look-alike thing. Yeah, after we finish this up, I'm gonna have to holler at you, bro, because I need to know who your daddy is, who your mama is, who your grandparents is, bro. Because I think your staff might be on to something. You hear me? All right, all right. So what's next for the brand, man? I mean, what are y'all planning on doing other than the hoodies, or is that going to be it? Y'all just going to do apparel and nothing else? Is there anything else that's upcoming that the people can get excited about? Because it seems like they're really getting behind these hoodies, man. So I mean, it got to be something else coming behind it. You just can't stop right here. You got to keep the ball moving. You know what I mean? So give the people a little insight to what's going to be upcoming. Hopefully, it'll be a pack, man. Hopefully, I could get blessed with some hoodies or something, man. You know what I mean? Hook your boy up. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? But we gonna get that pack to you, bro. We gonna get that pack to you because I've been seeing what you. I be seeing you rocking that marathon. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be running marathon plays, you gonna have to be hydrated. So we definitely gonna drop that pack off to you. You ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? But as far as the hoodies go, right now we in the process of setting up the whole whatever we doing. But if you want to get the hoodies right now, the people can go over to Mind the Major Baltimore over on Instagram. DM me and we can make it happen. You know what I mean? We can make it happen. It's nothing. Like I say, it's getting warm out here. It's getting ready to get warm. It's gonna be a lot of thirsty people out here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be too hot to be arguing with people trying to say you thirsty. Throw the hoodie on and say it with your chest, man. You know what I mean? Short conversations are the best ones. You know? Yeah, but it ain't a lot that's going on right now, but it will be in the near future because under that same, like I say, the same WT water banner, we planning on coming out. We definitely going to do several different drops as far as the water weight goes. I mean, but the hydrated is going to be the stay always be the staple. That's going to run through the summer. You know what I mean? Into the fall, we'll be doing another drop during the fall. That'll be announced Probably towards the end of the summer, we'll announce our next drop under the water weight. I mean, but we're going to go into books, media, and several other things under that WT Water umbrella. You know what I mean? We going to have a lot of things coming up. Plus, we're going to be out touching the public during the summer. You know what I mean? Doing some things with inside of the community. You know what I mean? Giving back. So hopefully, y'all going to tap in and stay hydrated. You know what I mean? I want y'all to stay hydrated, my friends. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we'll see y'all outside. You know what I mean? We'll see y'all outside this spring or summer. You heard me? All right, man. I mean, this is a pretty nice. I mean, short. It was short. Granted, it was short. I know you got things to do. You know what I mean? But it was a pretty nice interview. At least I think it was. You know what I mean? But before we wrap things up here or whatever, is it anybody that you want to give a shout out to, or anybody you want to thank or whatever before I wrap this thing up? You know, anybody that to deserve. Cause I ain't gonna say, you know, everybody. Why you ain't shout me out, yo? You I seen you, you ain't shout me out. You know, everybody can't get that shout out or whatever. We don't have 3 hours, but small group of people you would like to thank. Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank you, brother, for allowing me to come on to your, you know what I mean, channel and promote the whole hydrated brand, bro. The whole water weight thing, you know what I mean? But I want to shout out my immediate circle, you know what I mean? My family, my team, you know what I mean? All my supporters. I also want to shout out a couple of brothers that I formed relationships with via YouTube. That'll be Mac Mean True Stories on YouTube. And last but not least, Terrance Gangsta Williams, the original hot boy. You know what I mean? Send a special shout out to them brothers. Y'all know what it is. Appreciate y'all. You already know. All right, y'all. Let's thank our guests for showing up today and explaining to us what this whole wave is that's happening right now with the hydrated hoodies, the whole water weight thing. Like my man say, if it ain't on the neck and wrist, it ain't this. I like that too. That's fly. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming, brother. No, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? But we gonna wrap this one up. Just like we do every time. Great minds think alike. And everybody has greatness in them. You just never know when somebody's gonna come along, pull that greatness up out of you. So to the next time, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy C Major. Kind of crazy that he's C Major. Two and a half.